And did she, or?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Oh. And now there's a demon.
Yes.
Apparently.
I've seen it.
Okay. Is it a nice demon or not so nice demon?
Well, him and Mildred seem to be a couple.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna. Alright, just
Then the half demon baby was born. Oh, sorry.
fuck me.
Well, no, demon's got a different thing it's working on doing that with, you think?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, anyway, with Gothic, I mean, besides the fact, even if we weren't wanted, even if they haven't, if different people were wanted, even if they hadn't seized the shadow, the white dove, etc., a lich leading a large army is not something I'm not sure how we would go about dealing with that.
Good point. Good point.
Unless you've got some brilliant suggestion of how we would get rid of it, I'm not sure how.
Well,
we
I
would.
know we need to kill his phylactery, which is the 5 ghouls that he has. And then we can kill the lich, but A, I don't know where the ghouls are. B, I don't know how to kill them. C, many other problems.
That's not so that's not including all these zombies and other monsters that / undead that it's got running around with it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I guess that's out of the question for now. So MMO land then, or?
To do what?
Which particular? So you mentioned the Snake Temple. They were shooting you with arrows.
I was just mentioning that to let you know that we checked it out,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's what happened.
Fair enough.
Not necessarily to say let's go there and get shot full of arrows while we attempt to kill the people whose probably temple it is in the first place and steal all their wealth. That may or may not exist. That may or may not exist there.
Were you flying when they shot you, or were you?
No, we flew there. We landed. We hopped out of the car to check it out. Then they shot arrows out of the darkness of the temple at us. Hit the car a couple of times. We decided to get back in the car and fly away.
Okay.
Because we thought, well, they don't want to talk. And they were talking in some snake tongue.
Right. Of course they were. Alright. Well, I'm open to ideas.
Started with P. The name escapes me. Skills. Parcel.
Parcel tongue, really?
Yes.
Really, yes. Logan, really?
Yes, that's what they were speaking.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird shit in there. But, after you get a hold of some brooms, you can go play Let's Not Fucking Die by falling several hundred feet onto a pitch. I mean, Quidditch. Yeah, that's the official name. Yeah. Some flying brooms would be great, but the PCs don't like anything that they have no skill in, and there's a lot of things that they have no skill in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, most games when you find a flying carpet, you get excited. Here, you're like, I mean, the PCs can literally get a flying carpet anytime they want. They just don't want it because they're like, we don't know how to fly this fucking thing. So, fuck it.
I mean, can we though?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, very easily, actually. Holmes knows how. You can get a collection of them right away if you felt like it.
Wait, what? How? Joshua?
Yes.
Never mind.
Have you occurred to you how we get it?
No.
How about our sailboat thing that we got from the lizard guys? We can get on that and just start flying, go doing our thing.
Hmm?
That we traded with
Probably.
the lizard guys.
That works on like sand only though.
No,
Right.
hard packed ground with no vegetation.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Hmm.
So we have Beastkin lands, which there's forest and stuff around us and whatnot.
Yeah.
We've got MMO land where we've pretty much flown all over now.
I was going to say, with as bad as you guys are at vehicles, you may just want to try to go A to B in various vehicles and stuff, because otherwise you're never going to build the skill, and you're always going to be sitting around going, wish we had a way to get around. Well, we were wishing that several seasons ago. We still haven't learned anything because we refused to get in one and crash and die.
Gotham, we can't get to at the
Can't go
moment.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we could.
Want to go outside?
Well, yeah.
Want to go outside?
That would be an interesting experiment.
Oh, we can go to Melwicks if you want.
Ooh.
For
Plenty
what
of places
purpose?
to explore there. I mean, outside of
Yeah,
Melwicks.
I thought Westmead had taken Melwick's over and was killing everyone.
No. No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's stable. It's just there's a new government basically.
Okay.
Yeah, Mildred and I went there. There's a very interesting bar. I can
Okay,
take you to if you want.
what's interesting about it?
Let's just say they have a strange taste in cuisine.
Okay.
That's something new for Bargain Man to work on. Every session, try to drive or fly a different vehicle so you can become the transportation man as well.
I'm in.
Because these guys desperately fucking need transportation.
But if we do go to Melwicks, magic there is very difficult.
Mhm.
So flying car probably a bad idea.
And besides
So.
the fact they'd go, what the fuck's that?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you
So,
talking?
Yeah.
Fine. I was going to say, are you exploring inside Melwicks or outside of Melwicks?
Well, I
He
mean,
was just
we've
saying
been
about
inside.
Oh,
he
you've
was
never
saying about Melwicks. We're just going through the different locations. How did you get back to Sherma?
I would jump. Oh, in the first place, I shadow walk.
Yes. Yeah, and what you were just lucky that you ended up in Illinois.
Oh,
or...
I had a critical card, so I just got there.
Yeah, nice.
No risks.
I was just curious as to if you ended up somewhere else on the world and what you'd encountered.
I wasn't that ballsy. Yeah.
Because that's the other option. We shadow walk to. Well, we shadow walk to one of the worlds, one of those worlds, and see where we end up. And
oh,
got the trumps to fall back onto.
To... Oh, okay.
So, like, we shadow walk to the world of Gotham and see what's going on.
Can we pick another zone that's not under renovation?
You know, we shadow walk to the world where Sherma is.
If you want to.
Well, I don't know, unless or we shadow walk to we shadow walk to Night City, the world where Night City is, depending on where we end up. We
may or may not die.
Well, we probably won't shadow walk into Night City itself. We'd likely end up somewhere else in the country. If we're on that continent.
If you want to take that risk, I'm up for it.
Because then once we get there, if we can get ourselves to a semi-decent place, you can then create a trump, and there you've got a way back there.
Yes. I'm okay with that.
Because that's the only way we're going to establish ourselves back there is by doing that, or
Alright.
getting a Clems set up somewhere else, or finding a Clems set up somewhere else. We know Clems is no longer in Night City. Question is
Yeah.
there a Clems there somewhere else? And how would we find it?
So you know from experience, the zone is quite large, yes?
We went to, I can't even remember where we went, Colorado or somewhere
Oh, okay, so it's okay. Country-sized.
at one time to go in a gambling competition in a ski resort that we then had to flee from because of gunfire, and because some people attacked it to try and get the individual that we went there to get hold of. From my understanding, there's stuff out in space there. I don't know if you can go there or not.
Okay, well, I mean,
I
I'm
mean
up for going there.
I'm just spitballing, just throwing thoughts
Yeah.
out.
I mean, I
What are
want
your thoughts,
access.
Tom?
Yeah, what are your thoughts like?
Let's do
Do
it.
you want to go there?
I'll go anywhere.
Okay. How are we gonna get there? What vehicle?
Pick one. I'll drive it.
So we go to. This is what we do. You have a trump for Sherma. We go to Sherma. We get a car. We then
Okay.
drive. We drive to the world of Night City.
Mhm.
Shadow walking there by driving.
Okay.
Game on.
Okay. I really hope we don't end up in Night City, but okay.
It's a large world, so chances are we won't. We may be on the same continent, but especially because we are leaving from a different location to San Angeles, where San Angeles is located, then we'll be somewhere else on the continent.
Fair enough. Alright.
If not, we end up on a different continent. But either way, we're going to end up there.
Okay. Before we head off to Sherma, you might wanna change,
Yes.
look a
yes.
bit more,
Yeah.
Like
I
no
can't wear
weapons
this?
or anything. I mean, we're
Well,
trying to be sneaky.
All right.
well,
Steal a car.
what we do is step one, we go to Burlington and we go to Long's Menswear.
Yes.
And we get clothes from there that are 1950s, but that will still work for that. I mean, they're just a different cut of suit or whatever.
Okay. All right. Use when.
Nice.
Then we trump to Sherma, get a car, drive, get somewhere in Night City, or not Night City, of the world. I keep calling it Night City, but the world, cyberpunk world. Let's call it cyberpunk world.
Yeah.
Assuming depending on where we end up, depends on what we do from there. We either get there and think, shit, we are in a really bad place. Let's trump. We got to get somewhere safe for a couple of minutes and then trump out of there, or whatever.
Okay.
Because
Also, you
if
might
we
wanna.
we end up in Russia, for example, or China, or
Yeah. Fair enough.
or the Amazon jungle.
Please no jungles. You might wanna You might wanna like.
I'm just saying, just
I
so
know. But any weapons that you have, hide them really well. Like no swords or anything, because you'll stick out in Sherma.
Well, it's 2000. It's America 2000. Of course, you don't carry. I mean, if you're going to carry a weapon around, you carry a gun on your hip. And
Yeah. I'm
because
gonna put mine in my
that's what stupid
backpack.
Americans do.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my gun in my backpack and
So,
leave my sword behind.
This bazooka is my constitutional right.
yes.
All right. So yeah, let's go do that then.
So let's get some money as well,
Yeah.
or get
Do
some.
you have any?
Do you? Well, I lost all my stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have access to? Well, actually, I've got a bit of gold on me from last adventure.
I have the ATM hacking equipment, but
Are you taking that with you?
I'm just saying we have it.
I see. Well, let me know if you take it with you.
Yeah.
That is a valid question. Are you taking that stuff with you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if all we're gonna do is steal a car and leave, don't really need it.
Which does lead to the next. Actually, no, it doesn't, because we did it with electronic repair and mechanical repair last time. So
Well, knowing what you're going to need ahead of time, if you were to take like some simple tools and stuff, that would
yeah.
help a lot.
Well, I was thinking we go to a hardware store or something in Shermer and get something slightly better than what you could probably get in Burlington.
Yeah, we just need to pay for it somehow.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I've got gold, so I just have to go.
Okay.
I've got
I have
36.
gold as well, but it's amber gold, and I don't really
Mine
want to
is
part with
gold.
that.
Mine is gold.
Okay, fine.
It's 36 gold equivalent of gold.
Yeah. Okay. Buggerman, do you have any funds by any chance?
I'm on welfare.
The other thing is, I think. Let me just double check. I think I put them in the safe here. I'll need to refer to my old character sheet where I noted them down. There we go. Yes, 15 gold of gems.
Oh wait, hold on. That reminds me. There's like, hold on. In the piece in our house in MMO land, there's 10 gems worth $1,000 each. I think it was.
Okay.
Or a lot at least. I don't know how much. Yeah. And they're not magical or anything, so.
Excuse me.
Maybe one of you can appraise them just to be sure.
See if I have appraisal.
Yeah. But I'll. Yeah, if you want to go there, I'll trump us over there so you can have a look and.
Are these the 10 blue-white gems?
Yes.
I could try. I got appraisal. It's not high, but I could try.
I have some knowledge of appraisal as well.
I think they were worth about $1,000, but I might be wrong.
I'll go take a try.
$1,000 each, or $1,000 per?
Yeah, each.
Are you guys trumping over there then?
Yeah.
When you get there, you discover that there's some people in the room, and they're collecting up these ice torque things, and they're like,
Hey.
Hi.
Put it down.
They just look at. Excuse us.
10 gold a talk. Cough up.
We don't have. You said we could have these.
No, we said you could have the 15 that you took. We didn't say you could take them all.
Well, we're not.
Any additional talks is 10 gold a talk.
That's true.
Give me a fast talk or intimidate roll. Anybody who's trying to shake them down for money.
I'll try and support
critical.
them.
They drop them off. Apparently, you need better locks here. You're thinking, and maybe a safe.
Where are we? All right, so I make my appraisal. So Tommy thinks what, they're glass or something, or are they all-day suckers, or?
They are all-day suckers. I like that. Yes, here. He's got one in his mouth currently and is trying to get the flavor and nutrients out of it. Let's see the actual amount that they're worth. Hold on a second. This was from the Ice Tower. Going to the interesting places. Ice Tower. Skipping past the wall of text that is the torques. Right. You made your.
Appraisal roll. Yes, I did.
You believe that one of these blue-white sapphires is worth 100 gold coins.
Even more. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, if you do the really hard stuff, like the ice tower, then there are big rewards here in MMO land.
All right. Well, money's sorted then. For sure.
Well,
right?
until they disappear.
Correct. There are 9 of them left.
9? That's what it's 10.
Oops.
You know, you're going through your poo to find that gem, Tommy.
Sorry.
Oh no, I counted the one in his mouth.
Oh, okay. I thought he
Somebody
swallowed it.
One of them.
You fucking. Alright.
Freddy is so angry he's having problem completing sentence.
All right, so one of those gems is worth about $100,000.
Fuck me.
No, thank you.
He said still
Obed might have that sort of urge, but no.
so good. So
What, in
good.
2001? You're sure about that?
No, that's based on the exchange rate of $14 is 1 silver,
Oh. Okay.
which
Don't
was
use silver prices, use gold prices.
yeah. I'm using the exchange rate that I was told previously as to what we were using for approximate
Oh,
calculations.
yeah. I've just gone with everything in gold because it's easier if you go to
Yeah.
different.
Oh, you originally said it was $14 per silver.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and because there's 70 silver and a gold.
Yeah,
So if we.
out, I guess. Hooray,
Yeah.
Logan. Hooray.
Yeah, it did work out. That was why we were
We
using
could
that.
set up something like a passive income. Something.
Yeah, so
Like.
one silver coin is worth $14.
Damn, okay.
17. Well, in modern day money, it's worth a
Yes,
lot.
in modern day. Yeah.
Yeah.
2000, it's going to be slightly less, but yes.
About half.
Yeah, so 50 grand then one of them's worth.
That's still a lot.
That's a
Yeah.
fuck ton of money back in 2000. That's a fuck ton of money now compared to what I have. That would be a very impressive amount of money.
Yeah,
I'd
so the
really
question, all right.
And
Then
what happened to the other one? Who took it? Why?
One of these bitches took it.
So you have two issues. One is you finding someone who's got the money to pay for it, and B is how much they're willing to pay for it.
I'm glad I bug him, man.
Bargain man.
I am bargain man.
And
Can
then
you find
you
us
have
someone?
then you have the issue of, say for example, we went to Shermer, Illinois, converted one of these gems to Shermer to money there.
Yeah.
We then went to the Night City world, Cyberpunk world. They use different form of currency there now.
Yeah.
So whether or not a bank would be willing to exchange it, because they may still exchange it because it was recognized as legal currency. So the way it works in my understanding, the way it works in most countries is if something's recognized as legal currency, unless it was overthrown or something like that, then it's still recognized. It may not be considered legal tender from the perspective of going to a shop, but banks will still exchange it over, or it's potentially even worth more to collectors than the face value of it.
Yeah.
Depending on how
Yeah.
depending on how brand new the notes are. So you got that sort of situation, but if we got it, we then took it to Night City. It would take a little bit of messing about, but we could potentially get them converted to Night City money, to Cyberpunk money. But it's probably better not to get it all in dollars, but to have it in something like a gem or gold or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Well, if
I'd say
we
we take the gold, we take a gem. We don't convert the gem in Sherma. We convert the gold, some of the gold, to get us what we need. Have you gotten around to creating yourself some fake IDs, etc. for Sherma?
No, I haven't spent that much time there.
Okay, because that would make things easier again.
Yeah, it would, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. All right, so let's take all the gems, take them over, put them in the beastkin where they're probably not going to disappear.
In
With
a
people
very
just wandering
secure
in and
place.
helping themselves to it.
Yeah.
It's the kind of security that was available in the Old West.
Yes.
Can we put
But
a
it's
lock
still
on this
better than
door
the
or something?
security. It's still better than the security here.
Oh yeah, you don't have any security here.
I wonder, like, while we're in Sherma, can we buy like a lock and put it on this house so that people can't just walk in? And we can leave the keys in Beastkin for the others to take. So they go in.
And who's going to install the lock?
I mean, how hard could it be?
They have people whose entire job it is to go and install locks. We call them locksmiths.
Yes.
Fine. Fine.
It
Fair
can be
point.
several $100s to get a lock installed if it's the correct kind. As little as $100 to get them to come out and help let you into your place from the lock they installed.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, you
Never
can
mind.
buy door handles and locks and stuff, and assuming that the door's been cut with the right hole, put them in yourself. It's not that hard to replace or put them in. You know, just buy them from the hardware store. It's if you need to replace the lock mechanism within that stuff that you need a locksmith for.
Yeah, we'll worry about that some other time then.
But yeah. All right. So let's take the gems. Let's go to Burlington. Get clothing.
Excellent. Take them
Stuff.
off that shared list, and you can add them to the other shared list.
Yes.
Yeah. You're just not able to get a flavor from this thing, Bargain Man. You're thinking it may be broken.
There it is.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys then leave the torques scattered around, take the gems, head over to Beastkin via Trump.
Actually, Joshua and Barman, what do you think about burying the torque somewhere on the ground?
It's up to you. Or burying some of them.
I mean, all of them. Because if people can, or we just leave it in Beastkin.
I suspect if you bury them, then the people that have got talks on will know where they are or get told where they are and go and get them.
Right.
He looks happy now. Look at how happy he is.
Yes, taking them to a different location where magic doesn't work properly, etc., is probably the way to sever the connection.
It works cross zone.
Then they potentially, unless you take it to somewhere where magic is.
Yeah.
Well, you take it.
Alien post-apocalypse. That would work. Because magic doesn't work there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You take them to somewhere where magic doesn't work.
Yeah.
But then you've got the issue of what's happening there. With
No, I'll leave that
being attacked and stuff.
I'll leave that with Raslin. I believe he might go there soon, so I'll leave him a message to take care of it. Okay. So we go to Burlington, get dressed, leave the gems in the embassy, take one with us, or...
Yeah, I'll take one with us.
What embassy in Burlington? What the heck are you
talking
about?
In Beastkin.
Oh, right. So you guys trump over to Beastkin.
Yeah.
You drop off most of the gems except like one or two or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And lock them up tight in the safe. Yeah, that'll do it. And
Oh,
what if
it's
the actually
safest.
take the thing? Oh, what if they?
It's the safest place we currently have.
Yes,
Yeah.
it shows a big crank thing. Anyway, yeah, you take care of that. You're thinking, what would really mess with people is if you got like a nice fucking modern safe with like the sheet of glass and the acid and all that, had it here. That would
Yeah,
fuck with them. It's like, especially
it is one of the things. It was one of the things I was thinking about doing was getting that sort of stuff set up here in the basement and whatever. But
yeah, I wouldn't let. Well, you know what happens if the guards and stuff see anything that's too modern and scary.
yeah, well, that's the thing would be is to make it have a modern safe, but have it not look modern. Commission a safe built, but have it on the exterior look like an old timey safe.
The only bad thing is safes are super
Yeah.
fucking heavy.
Yes, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
I want to just pick it up and run off with it. I've had people talking to me about those kind of crimes that they've been investigating or whatever, where they were like, it was in the safe. What'd they do? They rammed it out of the wall and took off with it. Well, shit.
Well, that's what they were doing with ATMs for a while. Was ATMs weren't secured down properly, so they'd throw a rope or chain and drag it away. And usually, depending on the type of vehicle, some people were stupid and used bad vehicles and ended up leaving half the car behind. They so
Well, we're gonna trade for the gold.
hang on a minute. The only problem with the gems is it says permissions no. So
Eh,
they're not
eh,
for other people to use, so we're not taking
it's
the
okay.
gems.
It's okay. We need them.
Doesn't matter. They're not ours to take.
Why you gonna be like this, Joshua?
Because I believe in respecting other people's property.
Yeah, but like, I mean, look,
But what?
money.
Yeah, they're other people's money, not ours.
Alright, so what, you want to go put them back then?
Yes, we're not going to spend them. I'll leave them in the embassy because it's safer. And I'll make a note the fact that I've moved them across to the embassy because we discovered that one was missing. Because I'll move them across the embassy because we discovered people kept coming into the building uninvited, and we felt that they weren't safe there.
It's them young punks that are coming in, those fucking fifth geners, by gum. The first and second and third geners, they had respect. But now,
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fine. I guess we're gonna steal a car and go with the original plan.
they stay poor instead of having a decent chunk of money at last.
Apparently, I'm gonna message whoever put that there. Be like, yo, we need the gems. And you're like, let us have them. Or use them, rather.
Oh, I mean, there's so many of them, they surely wouldn't notice one or two missing.
That's whatever. Okay. So,
Ready with a hat made of them. Ha ha ha! I got a million hat. Oh, the moral conundrums that you'll see. So, at long last, you guys have secured that shit. And then what do you do? Where do you go?
well, we have your gold still, so should be enough for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, foot in the bill, Joshua McKay.
Mm-hmm.
He looks happy. So, where do you guys go?
No, Freddie's gotten money and Freddie's done stuff and contributed money left, right, and center, same as Tom has. So,
Sure, if you say so.
All right. Then if you're saying you're not contributed anything, you're not getting any money.
I contributed, but not as much as you have.
Yeah, but you've not been around as long as I have.
Fair enough.
And you've contributed in other ways.
Would you, before leaving, would you like to have the Scrooge McDuck swim in your room full of precious gems and gold and stuff like that, Pete?
Tempting, but no.
All right.
All right, so I've moved them across. I need to remove the 14 gold of gems because we're taking them as well. Remove the section called valuable loot where they were noted down.
Okay, and
By the way, just so you know, you might want to make a note on the stuff in the safe that you are the only one to get access unless they want to fight a bunch of guards or the elf guys when they're there.
Yeah.
oh, so even the people who own it don't have access to it.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, because otherwise anybody could walk in and out because the guards have trouble telling Australians apart sometimes. Plus, they're kind of nearsighted-ish because they're rhinoceroses.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So they just unless you got pointy ears or the one guy that they're now calling McKay, and even now he still has to go through quite an argument to get to the safe. Like now I am Joshua McKay, and they're like, you don't look, you're not tall as him, and so he goes through that rigmarole every fucking time. Even though the elves introduced him or all around to all the guards, they still fucking take a half an hour to argue with him about it every goddamn time he wants to access a fucking safe. So, and he doesn't bitch at him either because they're doing their job. So he's like,
the little workshop that we have, are there any tools I can grab that would help with hot wiring a car?
We're going to buy tools in Sherma.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole thing. We're going to get some cash, buy some tools.
Okay.
only Bargain Man will be able to save you there.
I'll try.
Yep.
So are you guys ready to go to Shermer?
Yes.
Right. You pull out your card, you concentrate for 2 minutes, and then you guys are all in a park near a statue. Oh, you fucking cat. Are you wanting out? Let me try standing up and see if the cat runs away. Yep, the cat doesn't want out. Yeah. So.
All right.
Okay.
Right. You guys are at the statue in the park in Shermer again.
All right. Well, so we need parts. What kind of? Because I'm assuming I'm familiar with what we would need to hotwire a car, because I've done it before.
It's not
So
that. Yeah. I mean, we've already taken a car from you previously. We just need pliers, a screwdriver, maybe a coat hanger, depending on the age of the car, etc.
Yeah. Older cars are much better because they did have
that's right.
back in 2001.
Yeah, and even then, we just get an older car. We get like an 80s car or a 90s car.
Yeah.
And you want the binoculars, right?
And they're easier to hotwire.
Yeah. Did you want binoculars as well, or?
Yeah. I was going to buy some gear.
Although if you hotwire a car and steal it and immediately shadow walk out, much better because the cops will eventually start.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
That's the intent. The intent is to go buy some stuff, then get the car, then leave.
So long as you make your shadow walk roll, because the cops have a lot of problems tracking a car when it's left our space-time dimension. They're just not right with that. It makes them fill out extra paperwork. It gets them really irritated.
And I'm assuming most times it's people just tend to drive them around the area as opposed to leave and keep driving to the next state or whatever while trying to shadow walk. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say, was there any gear from early 21st century that you wanted to get your hands onto, Tom?
Nah, not
Since
really.
we're here. All right, so you didn't want didn't want your own pair of binoculars and a compass, for example, or you
I
already
want a
got
watch.
them. Yeah, a watch,
Can I-
cigarette lighter, so you can light fires, matches.
Yeah, I'll take a
All
lighter.
of the
A lighter.
everything you
That's all
said.
you want, bargain man? Amazing.
What kind of store are we in? What kind of what do we got?
Oh,
here?
yeah.
We're in downtown. We're in a park. I'm just trying to work out where we're going to go to get. I mean, we can go to a department store or a hardware store. We can go wherever we want. We can go to Tandy Electronics or whatever they call it here in the US.
Radio Shack was still alive back then.
Thank you, Radio Shack. We could go to Video Easy and get you a DVD player or a video player, I should say.
The best place to go to, though, is Dick's. Not
Dick's
kidding.
Sporting Goods.
Named it Dick's.
Mm-hmm.
I
Dick's
don't
Sporting
know.
Goods.
Yeah. Dick's has a lot of shit that the PCs would really enjoy. But
I got
first,
no idea what Dick's is.
They have weapons.
sporting store.
They got bow and
Massive.
arrows. They got bow and arrows. They got crossbows. They got guns.
Beautiful. I want a bow and arrow. I want bow and arrows.
Compound bows. Yeah.
I want
But
a decent bow and arrows.
first, you can get a compound bow that
Yes.
gives a lot of more pull weight and stuff and a bump and damage. But first, you need to be able to get money for this useless gold.
And gems.
I know of 2 pawn shops. If you want to
Alright.
try that.
Yep.
Or we can go to a jeweler. Up to you.
Either or. How confident are you two with your bargaining?
I have an assistant 10. I got bargain plus an assistant 10. I can give to somebody to get played on me.
Yeah. I'm happy to play it on you. Happy to let you do the bargaining if you want to try and convert some gold over, get an idea of exchange rate, and convert some over.
Oh, Logan, just to remind you, I am still different hairstyle, different beard, so they may or may not recognize me.
They'll probably recognize you, dude. You keep going to the same 2 different fucking
I know.
stores. So
hang on a second. I just got it down. Sorry, just get my hand down. I shall give you a.
yes, Freddie, reduce hand as well, please.
Oh yeah.
That probably won't need it. Did you have a skill card, Tom? Because I've actually got skill. I could have changed you to a skill card. I just realised.
No, I just have the assistant plus 10. That's what I have.
All right, I'll give you the skill plus 15 instead. Just give me back that whatever it was I gave you. Yeah, skill plus 15. Why is it not? Hang on a second. I'll accept that trade and I'll do it again. It's playing silly buggers. There you go. Sorry about
And
that.
so bargain man's going to be doing the trade. You want to figure out ahead of time how much gold to give him, because the way it works is you put down the
Yes.
and then he makes a bargain roll, and then whatever shit price they offer, he takes, unless he's bargain man.
We will go to the library, look at the newspaper, get an idea of what the price of gold is. So he's got
Oh
a
my
yardstick.
Give me a simple library research roll. You go look it up ahead of time.
Yeah.
Well, they did. Other people didn't. They just went with whatever the fuck they were told.
I'm gonna help him with that. It's
Sure.
peer over his shoulder.
Hilarious.
Oh, I have no fucking gold. What's gold?
I can help him.
Yeah. There we go. Nice. There we go.
Success.
Yes.
Yeah, I have one too.
Excellent. Right. Back in 2001, gold is about $280 per ounce.
Damn, that's quite a bit.
And how many ounces do we have?
1 ounce.
We have.
Sorry, go ahead.
Where is it? Open the character sheet. I have a lovely bag of 36 gold, equivalent of 36 gold. So what? So that's what
How much
each
is
a gold
silver
is.
worth?
A gold is an ounce, isn't it?
Checking. Fortunately, Logan has his work.
I believe a gold is equivalent to an ounce of gold.
I think so, yeah.
As I said, this is actual gold. This is not gold coin, by the way. But I was noting we
good.
we were told that when I got it at the time, it was equivalent to this much gold.
Perfect.
To keep it simple.
Yeah, I was just curious to look up on the gold coins how many ounces they were, because the pieces are used to just getting butt raped every time they pull out money, because they don't research and find out how much it should be worth. Yeah. 25 grams. 25 grams equals, yeah, each coin is about an ounce as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So we've got about 36 ounces of gold.
So how much are you putting in the bargain man's hand to attempt to?
Let me calculate, because my brain is, just to get a rough indication, as my brain is sluggish at this time of morning.
Yeah, I would like to point out to you other two, you're getting to see Pete at some of his worst now, because it's like 4 or 5 a.m. or some shit there.
It's
So
20 to 5 a.m. It's 20
just
to 5 in the morning.
how fucking sharp he is when
we do half of that. If we do half of that, that should give us plenty of money for what we're intending to do.
Ounces?
Sorry?
18 ounces?
Yeah, so 18 ounces.
Okay. Right, I know how much you should be able to get for that, but it's all up to Bargain Man.
Alrighty.
Well, by should be able to, you'll of course always get less than the official rate, because you're going to a fucking pawn shop.
Well, it depends on if there's someone here that does gold at Gold and Jewelry Exchange.
They totally
not pawn shop.
It's still a pawn shop.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if there was other one. Yeah.
Oh, well.
But I know that.
There are. Freddie has no clue they exist. He knows where 2 pawn shops are, and he even knows the 2 brothers that run them, and they know him.
What if we just went to a bank instead?
Banks exchange. And I was going to say, and they would require ID as well.
Oh, God. I have a bunch of gold here. I want money.
Yeah, a jeweler would probably want the same as well. So
unless depends on the nature, depends on the jeweler, but yes.
Yeah.
Find a dirty jeweler, sure, but nobody's lived here long enough to really get down into that.
Let me just double check something.
Isn't got much of an underworld.
Let me just double check my notes on something. Shermer, Illinois, acclimatized locations.
Yeah, I'm also acclimatized. So.
Because I played a card to get acclimatized to it. I played
You're thinking that next time you get that card, you want to go for Chicago. They'll have much more of a.
Yeah, I know. I was going for what we knew as a.
Yeah, they got guys that can like buy alcohol for underage kids and stuff. There's a little bit of marijuana. I mean, this is a pretty clean town, honestly.
I know. I was starting in Shermer. I do have Chicago, but not for this world. I have Chicago for Shutterworth because in preparation for when we got there.
Aha! Of course you did. Right.
But, well, I've got many connections. I'll use that for. What can I use that for? I'll use that for Chicago, Shutterworth.
Yeah, cool. All right, so you guys head over to one of the 2 things with his 18 ounces of gold, and first, what?
Yes.
Right.
And before we go in, I want to be like, Bargain Man, I think the 2 brothers might be in competition. I don't know. You might be able to get a better price if you haggle between the 2 of them. Just saying. Or they might be working together. I don't know.
Do what I can.
Good luck.
Right. As soon as you walk in, they start laughing at Freddie's new hairstyle. Or the one guy behind the counter. He's like, hey, you again. Good to see you. He's like kind of a sleazy guy. He kind of looks like a partially melted turd. He's wearing a wife beater t-shirt, chomping on a cigar. Back behind a cage so that people can't choke the living shit out of it as they would like to.
What's the name of the place we're in?
Pawn shop.
Just says pawn shop.
Yep.
All right. All right. I'm gonna play the skill
Yeah,
15.
Play the assistant 10 on you.
You walk up, slap down the gold. He looks at it and goes, "Cha-ching, baby."
Can I also play Assistant 10 or no?
You have an assistant 10? Yes, you could.
I have another one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there you are then.
Plus 35 altogether.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This may actually work, unless Bargain Man fumbles,
That's not up
which
to me.
would be hilarious. Then you'd get your $400 and some and be on your way.
So, gentlemen, do you guys have any things on how much I can get for all this gold here? If not,
Yeah,
We won't-
he's happy. He's beginning negotiations with you. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a bargain roll and at
plus
your big bonus.
35.
Yeah.
Very bugging that.
Happy to fucking buy gold and stuff. You know,
sure
it
they
looks
do.
old. He says, we don't normally deal in old stuff, but, as a favor for our long-haired, bearded friend there.
Oh, my bingo. I lost it. Oh, here it is. Made it.
By half. Make it minus 30.
You get a really good rate. You managed to get him up to $4,200.
That's not bad.
Yeah, he got it by half. No problem.
Nice.
Well, gentlemen, this is what we got here.
Lovely.
Hey, next time,
Have they got anything?
pointing at Freddie.
Have they got anything of interest for sale in the pawn shop?
Sure. What are you They have musical instruments. They have exercise equipment that looks brand new. Like somebody bought it, used it for a few days, gave up. Lots of exercise.
Do they have watches?
Yes, lots. Some of them might even be closer to genuine. You can get genuine Rolex for just $55. It's not
Doesn't need to be a Rolex. Just looking for time. I got no idea what the brands are, but
Yeah,
Timex or something like.
about this big. That way, just in case you're captured by the Viet Cong, you can put it up your ass.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Christopher Walken.
Same kind of watch as he was holding up. They have one of those you can get. I don't know. Yes, they have watches.
That's right. I was just thinking instead of us going and buying brand new stuff, they will have working secondhand stuff here.
Yeah.
Sure they do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the
Binoculars,
watch and binoculars.
compasses.
I like
Video cameras.
Yeah. They're 2001
Tools.
technology.
Oh
so.
yeah, those are expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
2001. Yeah.
Yeah, they have toolkits brought in by angry wives because of cheating husbands.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sunglasses. I'm assuming.
Yes,
They
of
have-
course.
Cool.
Yeah, sunglasses. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Go
pretty
ahead.
much anything you want, as long as you're not super picky about it, is about half what you'd expect to pay.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought pawn shop. We're
yeah.
not concerned about getting brand new, as long as it's working for what we want.
Oh, I know what I want.
Do they have sports goods like bows or anything like that here?
Give me a luck roll for a slick ass composite bow with arrows and all that.
Otherwise, I'll get it elsewhere. But I thought I'll check here.
You can't get harder than Dick's. I mean, better than Dick's. No,
Yeah, well, I'll be going there if we don't get it here. But no,
Dick's it is.
thought I'd check just
Is
so we
there-
can get everything that we need and then piss off.
Do they have any Tamagotchis? You don't know what that is, do you?
Logan should know what a Tamagotchi is.
Not off the top of my head.
They were a little
It's like-
mechanism that you had a creature on it that you had to feed and tend
Oh,
to every
those
day.
Yeah. I remember those. They do, but they're all dead.
As in that don't work?
Well, no, because they're made to fucking stop working forever when the creature dies.
No.
No, you just reset it.
You just
Oh,
reset it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
just reset it.
hardcore mode here. They got only the hardcore mode where once it dies, you throw that fucker out or sell it at a pawn
Well,
shop.
no, that's bullshit. What the fuck?
Anything else you want?
No, as I said, so yeah, we'll get binoculars and that, and get
Binoculars, a really good pair, $100. What else?
Yeah.
Price? What else do
Slash-
you put prices on as opposed to running through the aisles in like the big montage of the hell all this shit?
Zippo lighters.
You can buy a really nice Zippo for $50.
Flashlight.
Really good. You can buy a nice mag light capable of beating somebody about the head and shoulders here. They got one for $60. The cop mag light where they're like, "What's it? Stop it!" Best weapon ever.
Yeah, shame they took it from us.
Pardon?
I said shame they took it from us.
Did they?
Yes.
Bastards.
All right, so
They want you to shoot people instead of hitting them with a flat. I'd rather be hit with a
tasers
than shot.
We got tasers. Yeah.
Kate, are you keeping track of the money?
That would be a pretty cool thing. They have taser guns.
I'm not sure if they're allowed to sell tasers in pawn shops to people with no stuff, because the tasers are made to shoot out chaff when you fire them, and they have numbers on them and stuff. That way they can tell who tased who.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have like taser clubs that are nasty little pieces of work. In this game system, they just do a bump and it's electrical damage. They have one of those, but it's like $200 because the guy's really proud of it and wants to use it on a criminal someday.
Maybe I can bargain him down.
Basically, a shock baton.
Can I try to bargain him down?
Sure, go ahead.
How much were the good torches?
$60.
Are you grabbing 3 of each, yeah?
Yeah.
Or
Okay. Yeah. And I'll get a leather, like a satchel or something as well, a messenger bag, satchel, leather type thing.
It's not. He won't sell you the shock baton. Right. You find an excellent leather satchel for $30.
How much is a like a modern normal backpack?
Modern normal backpack.
Well, because what I have is a how much?
80.
80. Okay.
Are you talking about a hiking one, or are you talking about more school bag size that people used to go to work with nowadays?
No, something
carry their laptop.
Something to go out with and move around and stuff.
Well, they have the hiking backpack, like what Logan actually carried for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to work out. Did you mean a hiking backpack, or did you mean what the type of things people have their laptops in nowadays?
No, hiking backpack.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that 80 as well? Or?
Sure. Yeah, it's an 80-liter backpack for $80. That's only $1 per liter.
Okay, cool.
How about one of them shoulder holsters that sit underneath your thing so people can't see nothing around your belt? Like a hidden.
Yeah, sure. They will definitely sell shoulder holster. Those are, I don't know, in real life, probably call it $70 for a good one.
Okay.
You could not put a cowboy gun in this. This is for like
something like
yeah.
Cool. Would they have something like that? I'm sure they have something. Yeah,
blocks? Oh yeah, they got weapons here. This is 2000. Actually, it's 2001. 9/11 just recently happened, so you guys all look white. Yeah, he'll sell you guns. Oh, the racism.